Vanakkam. Welcome back to our course SAP Production Planning. During SAP implementation projects, the question is often raised like which kind of planning tools are available in SAP, how to use them to make the operations efficient. While there is no right answer that is fitting to all the situations, it is that a situation of business and also business needs. Based on that, we have to explore what kind of planning processes we need to use to utilize the maximum from the SAP implementer. Because there are long-term planning, sales and operations planning, MRP, MPS, many tools are there. So after discussing this tool, next question is raised. How often the planning tools can be used? Like how often you have to run MRP, how often you have to run MPS, like that. For example, if you don't run MRP on regular basis, we may miss some material shortage. If we run too much frequently, and then it will create a lot of stress among the system, lot of disturbances will be there. So selecting the right MRP process and selecting right MRP is very important. In this session, we will be discussing how to run classic MRP and also how to run MRP live, which is a new concept in MRP S/4HANA. Also, we'll be covering what are the selection parameters we have to use for effective MRP run. So far, we discussed in this course what is production planning, the different manufacturing types, organization structure in business and SAP, and a detailed discussion covering individual attributes of material master, bill of materials, work centers, routing, production version. Then we talked about concepts of demand management, how to manage demand management in SAP, and what is the logic behind MRP. Those things we discussed. Now, when you are coming to this MRP consists of various steps. In system wise, first the system will check the planning file. In planning file, there will be entry to ensure the material has to plan. So there will be planning file entry. And then system will determine the metal shortage quantity or excess quantity by carrying out the net requirement calculation. Accordingly, system will give you the requirement. And then the system will calculate what should be the procurement quantity based on the network calculation. What is the procurement quantity based on the lot size, and also that order quantity based on the system will work out what is the procurement quantity. And then when it has to be scheduled, especially for in-house production items, when it has to be scheduled, that is carried out. And then what is the source, that external requirement or stock transfer, those kind of source determination is done. Then the next level of bill of material is explored. The net requirement calculation, lot size, quantity calculation, scheduling, those things we discussed in the last session. The point here we have to see is the planning file entry. So there is a systematic approach, step by step system will work. Now when you run MRP can be carried out in different bases depending on the business need. We may run MRP based on materials, which are where we need to have plan, or we may run MRP based on MRP area in regular MRP. But in MRP live, we may not run separately MRP area, but we have option to run MRP on plant basis or individual metal basis or based on metal group. There are various options. We'll discuss these options one by one now. So when you take this MRP, so what's happening here? MRP, when we take planning need, right? There are two kind of MRP types we discuss, MPS and MRP. MPS is the metal which is normally assigned to the finished goods and semi-finished goods or critical components. These metals are having MRP type of MS, that is M0, M1, M2, M3. And then we have PD MRP materials and reorder planning materials. These are MRP. These are general MRP rule which is applied. So based on the MRP type, we can run MRP. Also, we can run MRP based on MRP area in the classical MRP. In S/4HANA, we don't have option for this MRP area based MRP run. But in classical MRP run, we have requirement based on the MRP area. There are options to run MRP based on individual plant or for each material, for one material we want to run MRP, we can run it, or we can run MRP based on material group. There is option we can run it. And then how to run MRP. So now we are talking about the classical MRP, how to run MRP. MRP can be run in foreground or background. Both options we can do, because sometimes foreground when I run MRP it may take long time. Instead of that we can put in the background, it may run in the night. So next day morning you can come see the results. So the background MRP can be run in the transaction MDBT, where we can program it so that MRP can run preferably in the nights or in the weekends. Please take note, MD01, which is MRP run, which is going to run for entire plant, which may consume a lot of time and may reduce the speed of other transactions. So please use background option for MD01. And there is MD02. Here to do some selection parameters, how they are running, we will use this transaction MD02 in the foreground process. Right, this is a metal based MRP run, MD02. We will discuss various selection parameters for MRP run to decide how planning is to be carried out. Understanding these parameters is critical for material planners, MRP controllers, even the people who are involved in analyzing the planning process. For all those things it is important. Though we are going to see the parameters explanation with this MD02, most of the parameters have the same logic in MD01 live also. We'll discuss it. So starting with, right, when you go to MD02, after entering the material, MRP area, plant, those things, so we have to select the MRP control parameters. This is very, very important. This is what each planning person or planning consultants should know in detail, because this is what is deciding how planning has to run, MRP has to run. So the processing key determines that what kind of MRP has to happen. For example, if you select any TCH, means it will run the MRP only for the metal which are undergone the change in the total horizon. Then if you put NETPL, it will consider the planning which is in the planning horizon, in total planning horizon. Planning horizon we define in the customization. NEUPL means it is online generative planning, where if there is a total plant level MRP run, we can do it. It cannot be used, the NEUPL cannot be used for the individual items, it can be used for only for the total plant level. Normally this is done maybe after very long time, or there are a lot of issues, lot of fluctuations, we set many things parameters, then we want to run the MRP as a fresh one, we can use this option. But this is again, it was there in the classical MRP only. This option is not there in MRP live. And then we are talking about a create purchase request. Create purchase request is the option which telling the MRP, you create purchase requests for all the outputs of external requirement, or you create purchase request only in the opening period, after that you create only the planned orders, or keep only planned orders. Because there are in organizations where they will not allow system to create PR directly. They want the purchase request has to be converted from planned orders by the planning team. So there is a control involved in this. For the purpose it was useful. And then there is a scheduling agreement. For scheduling agreement, system has to create schedule lines or not. So that is option in the schedule delivery lines. Whether system has to create schedule lines or not, or in the opening period, all the options are there. Next option is create MRP list. Means after MRP run, you create the MRP list. MRP list means yes, I want to see the result of the MRP. I want to analyze MRP, so that we can have the MRP list. Or based on exception message, create MRP list, create no MRP list. Again, this option is available only in classical MRP. It is not available in MRP live. And then coming to the planning mode, what kind of planning mode has to happen? For example, adopt whatever the planning data is available, or re-explode all the bill of materials and rerouting. That may be another option. Or delete all the earlier plans, just create new plan. So there are three options. One is that whatever the available proposals where the planning has to be updated, or re-explode the bill of material routing, or delete the current proposals and create a new proposals. That is in the planning mode options. So you have various options. And then the scheduling of the planned orders. How the planned orders has to be scheduled. For example, planned orders has to be determined based on the basic dates, which means these basic dates are coming from the metal master. Or lead time scheduling and parameters, where it has to happen. Based on that, how the capacity planning has to happen. right? So this is the second option. So whether you have to take basic dates or you have to do the detailed scheduling. So here the system will continue to use the lead time scheduling and future for planned orders that have already undergone the lead time scheduling, even if you use the basic date determination. I mean, if you run already a lead time scheduling, and then system will continue to use the lead time scheduling, it will go for the basic scheduling for those items. Next option is plan the unchanged items, which means if there is a changes, we are giving only the changed item, we run the MRP. Or plan all the component, whether changes up or not, go and revisit them. I want to, the system has to check plan for all those items in the system. So for that we can use this parameter. And then after entering all these things, when you press that to continue the transaction, system will give a warning message or alert message. Please check all your parameters, because the parameters what we entered is important. You have to ensure that these are entered in the right way. Also, there is a display planning results prior to saving. For example, I want to see the MRP results before I want it to be saved, because there is option. I don't want to save the MRP because the results are not the right way, because I want to change some parameters, then I want to save it. There is option. Or I want to have all the material list. For example, the MRP has run. After MRP, I want to see all the list of materials which are there. So create the list. That option is also there. Now we executed MRP. Now we are seeing the result. This is how MRP result will be shown in the classical MRP run. By scrolling down this page, we can see the details like a materials planned, order changed, what are the orders deleted, what are the list of materials, all those things we can see. By pressing the materials button in this page, system will show the total list of materials which have undergone this plan with the details of exceptions, metal master parameters, and other details. Now we are talking about MRP Live. MRP Live is a new version of MRP which was developed to achieve maximum performance when you are using S4 database, SAP HANA database. New transaction MD01 or the menu path is given here, or the transaction MD01 is used to run the MRP Live. And in classic MRP, there are different transactions to run. For example, total MRP run was done by MD01. Single multi-level MRP was done with MD02. And then single level MRP MD03. Similarly for master scheduling, right, MD43 and MD42. Like this, various transactions are there. Transaction MD01N replaced all these classical MRP transactions, as it provides flexible selection criteria with more fields and also options for selection. So whenever there is S4 HANA, we will see the screens like this. This is the MRP Live screen. MRP Live screen, it is starting with the planning scope. The planning scope, we can see that MRP we can run based on plant level, individual plant wise, or combination of plants. We can select the list of materials to run MRP, or we can select product groups to run MRP, or we can select a specific MRP controllers to run MRP, or material scope. I want to run MRP only for MRP items or MPS items or all the materials. See, earlier in classic MRP, for MRP would run separate transaction, MPS would run separate transaction. But now we can use all these things in the selection parameter. The next is that what are all the materials which has to be included in the planning, like all the BOM components. What are the selected materials which are there? Select them, and also include the stock transfer materials which are selected moving from one plant to another plant. Include all those materials, and then we have the control parameters. In control parameters, there is a regenerative planning option is there, which means you have to run MRP for all the items whether change happened or not. Next is the scheduling option, where we do this basic date or lead time schedule. There is a planning mode like adopt planning or delete and recreate planning. These two options are there. And then name of the performance log. After running MRP, we want to save all the MRP results in a particular file name. Then we can give this. For example, MRP controller name, date. With these things we can enter. So now after entering all these details, execute the transaction. We get the result here. The planning results are there. In these planning results, what are we see here? The system is displaying all the list of materials which are planned. Also here the system is showing that how many materials were planned directly in S4HANA, how many materials were planned through MRP, classic MRP. Also it will list out the materials in the order like a finished goods, then SFG, then components and raw materials. By clicking the materials with the messages, the button which is there in this screen, you can see exactly which materials could not be planned with MRP Live and which restriction caused to them. We can see there. Otherwise, you can use the transaction what is shown here, MD MRP Force Classic. By putting this transaction and enter the plant, when you execute it, then we are getting the same result. No, earlier which we got, right, metal with the messages, similar. When you click it, we will come to the same page. In this page, the system will list out what are all the materials which are having issues in running MRP. By selecting the line and clicking the button solve issue, system will redirect to the master data where the restrictions are found. Generally, these kind of restrictions are the metal master. For example, there may be metal which is the blocked status, or there may be some metal where is some parameters which are wrongly defined. Those things system will bring there and it will show it to you, so that we can correct them immediately. That's a major advantage of this MRP Live. Right. So after running the MRP, metal planner spends more time in the stock requirement list to evaluate the supply demand situation of material and taking the action where required. We will discuss about stock requirement list in the next session. Now, with the discussions we had so far, we see some difference between classic MRP and MRP Live. In classic MRP, for purchase requisition, we add that creation indicator, right? But in case of MRP Live, the creation indication for purchase requisition or schedule lines are not there. System will directly create purchase requisition for the metal which are externally procured. It will create the schedule list. In between, that planned order to purchase requisition conversion option is not there in MRP Live. Similarly, if you take MRP list generation is available in classic MRP. But in case of MRP Live, that list generation is not available separately, because it's a powerful. You can see all the details, material list, other things, you can see them separately. Scope of planning was used in MRP for different metal combinations. But in case of MRP Live, it's no longer necessary because now we are selecting various options here like a plant, a metal group, MRP controller, and our sequence of planning is decided. So there is no need of having the scope of planning. Similarly, the processing key net change in planning horizon was there to restrict the MRP run in classical MRP. Now in case of MRP Live, since MRP performance is much better, these processing key and planning horizon concepts are removed. Similarly, to increase the efficiency and the speed of the MRP, in classic MRP, parallel processing option was there. Now parallel process is automatically triggered by the system based on the server group. That option is not selected. System is taking care. Also in classic MRP, there was option to give user exits and parameters to plan the metal with the specific MRP controller. But in case of MRP Live, we have a selection parameter itself for the MRP controller, and also other options are there. So there is no need of having this user exit. Okay. So these are the various differences between classic MRP and MRP Live. So we discussed about what is classic MRP Run, what is MRP Live, what is the comparison between them. Having discussed how to run MRP, the next session will discuss how to evaluate the MRP results and handling the exception messages. Please give your feedback to improve the flow and contents. Thank you.